kitchen range that could really only be found in furniture catalogs of the last century. You can't really make out anymore what this picture's supposed to be. Perhaps it's not such a good idea to hang pictures directly above the stove. A few teaspoons. They're all well polished and lined up in a neat row. I'm just gonna take a spoon. Two little metal pots. Judging by the layer of dust, they're no longer used. No. Well, the dishes are well looked after, but you can't hide their age. They're becoming faded. There ain't many dishes for such a big household, but they're probably only used by the ladies. Much too good for the servants. That's for hanging up meat. Or playing pirates. Really not. I'm almost certain there's a secret compartment hidden behind the stone slab. But how can I get to it? Lady Victoria's on the phone. Let's see.
I don't know if it's him. Don't we have a photograph?
Young man, it's not befitting, even for a policeman, to eavesdrop behind closed doors.
I didn't mean to. Pardon me. Were they talking about me? But why should Lady Victoria, of all people, cooperate with the Order? She's got more of a reason than anyone else to want to put an end to the curse. I don't have anything to ask her at the moment. Oh, I don't want to disturb Lady Victoria's phone call. A large double-winged door. It's no different from the others. It's locked. have no idea what that's supposed to be. It looks a bit like a sentinel. So much for the nakedness in England. 4 naked girls at once here. And the chap they're all entertaining really seems to be enjoying it. So much for the nakedness in England. 4 naked girls at once here. It's locked. There's probably nothing special inside anyway. An old-fashioned telephone. But who should I call? Pile of towels. Small ones, big ones, nothing but towels. A pile of towels. Small ones, big ones, nothing but towels. I wonder what was going on with that mirror down there in the hall. I really thought I saw Samuel Gordon. I'll probably collapse of exhaustion when this is all over. I look tired. I look tired. That is so comfortable. A bench in a bathroom. Jeez. Powder, makeup, and so on. Nothing of any use to me. A lion's head. I think the lion was a symbol of immortality in ancient times. What's that got to do with a bathtub? An old-fashioned bathtub. Doesn't look uncomfortable, but it would be too small for me. I can't see anything unusual, apart from the fact that the plug is missing. That might make it difficult to have a bath. I can't see anything unusual. A tap, like any other you might have found in this country 50 years ago. It's running. What an effort it must take to keep this old tiled floor so clean. I can imagine Bates checking twice a day to see if any dirt accumulates in the nooks and crannies in the meantime. The floor is more than clean. No grounds for complaint. The door is locked. An antique vase or carafe. I'll leave that where it is. Your domestic help, this Sally...
Ah, have you already met her?
She doesn't really seem to fit in here.
With us old people, do you mean?
She seems to be the exact opposite of Bates.
That's a sharp observation. She embodies everything which is the opposite of Bates. Undisciplined, untidy, unreliable. She gossips.
Perhaps he wanted to demonstrate to you what you have in him.
I know exactly what I have in him. But I also know he's not well. He can no longer care for the house and us old ladies all on his own. I will look for the next domestic help. And it will be someone rather more industrious. Someone who will rarely take the load off Bates.
Victoria, would you please tell me what's behind the locked door?
Only an unused wing of the house.
Could I have a quick look in there?
No, unfortunately not. The wing is in danger of collapsing, and that's why it's closed off. For your own sake, keep well away from that wing.
Absolutely. The castle is very beautiful, but, well, It's
slowly falling down, you mean? I'm afraid you're right. And it's not the only thing here that's falling down.
How do you mean that?
The Gordon line. We've lived here in this area for centuries and have shaped it like no one else. Our family is going to die out, Mr. Falk. Soon, there won't be any more Gordons. And the worst thing is, I am no longer even sure that this will be a loss.
You mean because of...
Because of the misery for which some of us are responsible. Yes.
I've just realized that if Angelina's right, then this woman is my grandmother. She doesn't seem to know anything about her grandson. Or maybe she does. Her look was somehow strange. I'll go and take a bit of a look around.
Of course.
What's behind the closed door over there?
There was a terrible fire here 24 years ago. Samuel's wife, Catherine, lost her life. That wing has been closed off since then. Too many memories, I think.
Did the fire start on the ground floor?
No, on the first floor. The ground floor was mostly spared, as far as I know. But even the rooms below those destroyed in the fire remain closed. Bates and Victoria make sure that no one goes into them.
I see. Was anyone else injured or killed?
One of the cooks was injured, as far as I know. She wanted to help and was badly burned.
I'm going to have another look around. Goodbye, Lady Eleanor.
It's nice to see another face in this house.
The Encyclopedia Britannica in at least 3 editions. Will there ever be a bigger reference book? Bibles and religious texts. Some of them look damn valuable. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a handwritten version hidden somewhere here. Shakespeare dramas, Shakespeare tragedies, Shakespeare comedies. Ah, poetry by Shakespeare. Stories, adventures, and fairy tales. Dickens, Defoe, Anderson, Jules Verne. These are probably the most modern books in this library. At its peak, the British Empire encompassed around 1/4 of the entire landmass of the planet and around 1/3 of its population. The globe is from this period. The ladies probably approve more of this division of the world than the real one. An old-fashioned telephone. But who should I call? That's the Gordon's family tree, almost the same as the one in Wales. That's the Gordon's family tree, almost the same as the one in Wales. Huh. It looks as though something's been painted over here at the top, directly above Samuel and Catherine's generation. Unfortunately, it's been painted over. No way you can work out what was written there before. That's the Gordon's family tree. The door is locked. Damn, I can't get it open. The lock is probably so old that it'd be easier to crack with a bent nail. I'm sure the raven would love this shiny spoon, but if I just put it down somewhere, he'll get it and fly straight back to the nest. I wouldn't have enough time to get the piece of mosaic, and I'm sure he's not gonna give it to me in gratitude for the spoon. The floor here is rain-sodden and very muddy. Hey, Lewis.
What is it now?
I met Sally.
The only one in the castle who's not at least 100 and starting to decay.
Is she a good housekeeper?
She's lousy.
She often seems to be in trouble with Bates because of that.
He's the one that chose her, and turned away much better candidates.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, if you're worried about being replaced.
Then you chose the worst possible replacement, to stay indispensable yourself.
That's how it is.
Sally says that you were out in the car this morning.
Sally should keep her nose in her gossip magazines where it belongs.
So you didn't go out in the car this morning?
I said that already.
I don't believe him. Which of the old folks could have driven the car without Lewis noticing? Well, see you later.
Not if I see you first.
There's nothing about the well that interests me, and hopefully nothing in the well either. Dear Darren, I haven't been completely honest with you.
I've been concerned with Willow Creek and Black Mirror for some time, and it was you I was looking for in Biddeford. I stumbled upon something.
There are no answers to my questions in the village. Just a bunch of order members. I'll stay here for now. Not necessarily. I've got my own private doorway now. The guy who built this castle had weird taste. Pair of old rubber boots. They're as clean as when they were made, though. Perhaps they belonged to Lewis. Good day, Sally.
Yes?
Do you know what's behind the locked door in the hall?
I've asked myself that question too. But you can't get a thing out of Bates about it. Once, he got me listening at the door. He gave me such a telling off, like nothing I'd ever known before. He was so mad, he nearly collapsed. He was coughing blood and I had to hold him up. I've been giving the door a wide berth since then.
I've got to find out what's behind that door. The rooms there would be an ideal hiding place for one of the mosaic tiles. Lewis said that Bates selected you for the position, not her ladyship.
Yeah, that's right. There were a few candidates. The cleverest ones made for the exit as soon as they reached the gate. But if I was being honest, I thought that out of those I met, there were a few of them who were better suited to the job than I was. I was a bit surprised when he chose me.
He must have been impressed by your hidden qualities.
Yeah, and so now, all he does is moan about everything. He spends the whole day creeping about after me. Sally, do this, do that, don't do that. Ugh, like being in school.
Okay, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
Ah, don't worry about it.
And now the boots look like boots should. Dirty. Hey, he's a damn beast, but I'm still not gonna throw a rubber boot at him. The floor here is rain-sodden and very muddy. I'd rather leave him to his work. I don't want to go up there. Doesn't look very sturdy. It would be better if I didn't make a mess of the floor. I've no reason to, and Bates would be really pissed if he caught me. It would be better if I didn't make a mess of the floor. I've no reason to, and Bates would be really pissed if he caught me. I just made them dirty myself. I can't see anything unusual, apart from the fact that the plug is missing. That might make it difficult to have a bath. A chandelier in a bathroom. Madness. Curtains in the bathroom. Oh well, to each their own. Lots of roofs, alcoves, walls. I wonder how many rooms the castle has. You could easily hide Mom's little house in one of the wings. The door is locked. May I borrow a piece of thread, Lady Eleanor?
Some thread?
Yes, please. About 2 yards?
Certainly. Help yourself.
Thanks. Good. Thread is always useful. I took some of the tear-proof stuff. knotted the spoon to the thread. You're not gonna free that in a hurry. Let's try it. Look at this! A shiny spoon! Excellent. Angelina's mosaic piece. A piece of mosaic for a spoon. A good deal for me. I've got what I want. I'm not going near that critter again. I'd rather leave him to his work. She's so busy at the moment, I don't want to disturb her. A rather large and heavy hammer. It's not here for banging nails into walls. This is for knocking stuff down.